Hey, today we are talking about how does a young man keep his ways pure. That is Psalms 119 verses 9. You know, the psalmist comes and says, how can a young man keep his ways pure? By living according to the word of God. You know, before that verse 9 of 119 of Psalms, it starts by describing how blessed is a man who does not live in iniquity, a man who follows after righteousness. There's so many descriptions of a man that is perfect. But after that perfection, the psalmist ponders, how can a young man keep his ways pure? By living according to the word of God. I'm also in the era of youth, so that's why I'm wondering, how can a young man keep his ways pure? We're in an era where sin is fancy, where being lustful is okay. You get so many things seeking our attention, and these passions pull us right front center everywhere. I think I've repeated myself. But then the psalmist concludes saying, by living according to the word of God. But how can we live according to the word that we do not know? And how can we live according to the word of God, the God that we do not know? Meaning, at the end of the day, we need to know the God that we serve. And that's the way. Most of us say, I know my God. But how can you claim to know one that you don't talk to? How can you claim to know one whom you don't face every morning? So he gives us a leeway by living according to the word of God. What does the word of God say about our situations? He says, flee sexual immorality. He didn't tell us to resist. But how can you know if you've not tried it? How can it influence your life if you've not known the author of life, Jesus Christ? It's a struggle of, especially sexual morals in this generation. And I was there wondering, how can a young man